Up next on SciFiantasy, Battlestar Galactica Part 3. Hey everybody, it's Kenny Conklin from SciFiantasy.com and welcome to the next video in the Battlestar Galactica series by Jason Marshall. Today he's going to go over putting the fiber optics into the kit itself and show you a few things that he's done on there. So before we go over, let's say thank you to everybody for hitting the subscribe button and the little bell notification. Please keep hitting those and joining the community because it's getting bigger and bigger, and this way you know when all our videos will be up. Sorry this video was a little late tonight, something happened, so let's get over to the bench and see what Jason's up to.
Now another thing I've gone ahead and done for testing purposes is installed fiber optics for the windows or ports the Galactica has. Now I did the more difficult ones first, the ones that line the lower part of the lower hull, and these are 0.25 millimeter fiber optic strands. The next thing to do is do all the window ports under the gator head, on drilling the holes for the fiber optics and start the process of installing those and lighting them. I already drilled one hole. There's no particular pattern, but I think I'm going to drill in and around where all these little bumps are. It seems to be a pretty good randomization pattern. We'll do that all the way around. Now this is going to take a bit of finesse because I'm using 0.030 millimeter drill bit, just slightly bigger than the fiber optics I'm using. And there we go. And I'm going to go ahead and do all of these, which will add up to a lot. So, see you in a bit. I'm using a macro lens right now because I wanted to show you what happens. Even with a slow spin rate, the plastic does tend to heat up and melt. So what you need to do is constantly be aware of that, because you need to stop frequently and remove the melted plastic from the drill bit, because otherwise it just keeps refilling the holes and the hole gets bigger and bigger and bigger. So that is something you definitely want to be conscious of, unless you're using a pin vise and doing it by hand. I've gone ahead and drilled all the holes on the side, but as you can see they're not perfect, so we need to give it a second pass, and for that we're going to use what I mentioned before, and that is a pin vise, which is just a little hand drill if you've never used one before. I need to go through and remount all these holes and make sure that they're clean so I can get the fiber optic strands through. Right, now that we've drilled all the holes, it's time to start getting our fiber optic strands together. Now, once again, this is 0.25 millimeter I purchased from the fiber optic store. Now I'm going to do the strands at 4 inches, trim them with my flesh cutters, and there we go. One strand. Now I'm going to put on the macro lens and show you how to bloom. There we have the fiber optic. I'm going to light up my torch. Let the heat from the edge of the flame do the work. And as you can see, that gives it a nice little bulbous end, which transmits a lot of light. And then we just thread it through one of the holes we made. Pull it tight, give it a little tug to make sure the end is bloomed enough to, and there we go. And now we're going to do this several dozen more times.
Well, that's it for this episode of Jason's Battlestar Galactica build. Make sure you stop by next Friday. If you forget, hit the notification bell and it'll send you a reminder that his video's up on YouTube so you can come take a look at it. So like always, if you have any questions or comments, throw them in the comments section below and we'll get back to you as quick as we can. And we'll see you all soon. Take care everybody, and bye-bye.